Folks! 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 How's everybody doing? My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. The glorious card share that never goes out of style. So, very short video. Just want to say thank you to everybody as we approach 10 years on YouTube. 2022, 2023 were extraordinarily difficult on everybody in the card industry as the bear market just tore through everything, wiped people out, made everybody question what you're doing, wiped out stores, caused even distributors, some distributors had some cash flow scary moments. There was things were a lot worse than I think the public really realized when we had that downturn reset coming off the COVID high and the free money machines and the burrs and everything. So I really wanted to just take a moment and thank everybody for still being here in 2024. And one of the ways I do that is, we have specials, and Rudy likes to do special, what we call the Rudy loyalty sale. And that's what today's video is letting you all know on the world famous Commander Legends 2 Baldur's Gate collector boxes. Coming up here, I am going to be doing my very infamous case. I'm going to be offering the Commander Legends 2 Baldur's Gate collectors by the case to all of you all who are supporters and patrons who are very kind. And the price is going to be 8 different prices depending on what year you were a patron. So if you buy a case and you're still a newer patron, your price may be like $1.99 shipped a box for a case. So the times what, $1.99 times 12 boxes, $1,194 shipped or something. If you've been a patron for a couple years, your price, you'll probably get another $200 off. If you've been a long-term patron, you're probably going to get like $500 off. So, which would, that's kind of how this kind of thing works, to reward people who do stay the course and kind of make it through the dark times. So I've been working on this sale and this kind of situation, and been working on this now for about 5 to 6 months, and I'm finally able to bring it to market and share with you all, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And obviously, if you think it's just some silly thing or you're not interested, whatever, well, just, you don't have to buy it, and you can just, be mean and comment below. But I think it's worth it. Took a lot of work and a lot of money to put this together over the last 6 months, and I think it's a feel-good thing. I think it works because it allows me to keep the Rudy position of a pallet, and then allows me to sell any excess amount that I keep over the Rudy pallet. So I've been trying to accumulate all these through the last 2 years in the collapse, and it was a very tough thing. And I'm very thankful and happy that we've made it to 2024 and things were better, because, right now everybody has this thing of new magic is, all the opportunity and the prices and the Ixalons and Eldraines and Bloomborough and Lord of the Rings and Fallouts and Doctor Who and Ravnica Remastered. All these collector boxes are all-time highs. And, I feel like some people who are jumping in now and are new to this channel and new to this industry aren't aware of what we all went through in the end of this last cycle here in 22 and 23. And I can't emphasize enough how many stores and people were just annihilated. And some people were able to hold on, and things have obviously gotten better. A lot of people did not. A lot of people were just pounded to the sand. And, we have all kinds of products that are doing better, and hey, products that had collapsed, and now products that everybody wants, and the prices are heading towards all-time highs. And that's, boxes that came out and did okay, and then now are all-time highs, like $350, and actually probably got taxed, $375 shipped for a collector box. That's kind of how this stuff works. Unfortunately, as with life, most of us don't see it through long enough to see the difference or feel the reward or kind of get that payoff kind of thing. It's very challenging. It can be very mentally draining, and just want to kind of reinforce that I appreciate you all watching this channel and the thousands of patrons sticking around. And it's been a really pleasantly surprising good 2024, because although we talked about the bottom of the market, and we talked about the market turning last year in October, November, December, during the last holidays. Amazon dumps. Everybody was afraid of Black Fridays and Cyber Monday collapses. And, we started discussing a market was bottoming and there was huge opportunity. It felt terrible during those times. Whether or not, it turned out we nailed that bottom in timing, but it doesn't feel any better. It was still a very crappy thing, man. It was still it was just crappy, man. It was shitty. It was bad. It was just, man, it was, so you have to remember that at the time, it didn't, using just how we all felt, it did not feel like things were going to get better. I mean, when you hit 2 years of everything either stays the same month over month or just goes down with no good upticks, nothing positive, it is extraordinarily demoralizing. People just dump everything, and the selling pressure is relentless. And, as with everything in life, eventually the selling pressure subsides, and, smart money moves in, markets turn, new eras begin, and it makes for a pretty amazing historical time. And I don't think we ever see another 2021, distorted market for collectibles in the world. I don't, at least in the near future, even in the next decade, I would be extraordinarily skeptical that we ever see anything even close to it. I don't think we ever see that again. I don't think in my lifetime, I don't think I will ever see an insane market like 2021 again. I think we have other bull markets, and we can have some other crazy things happen, but I don't think we ever relive something that intense, which led to the worst CCG market in my entire life that I've ever seen. By far, 2022 and 2023 was the worst I had seen in the 28 years I've been doing cards, Magic, and Pokemon. I've never seen anything like it. It was the worst. Just everything was going against it. And of course, the cherry on top of the bear market was, Hasbro and Wizards deciding to just ramp print runs and launch Magic 30 right in the heart of the collapsing falling knife. It was the most historical worst timing of an overpriced Magic 30 in history. Like, it was just, the timing and execution of everything was such a black swan event. So that's all I really have, folks. I just want to say thank you to you all. Not really an in-depth conversation, just doing some inventory, getting ready for my big D&D collector box sale to you all. Just want to say thank you, and hopefully a lot of the patrons, you guys are interested. And if you're not, well, just, thank you for watching, and just, then don't buy anything and just watch all the excitement happen behind the scenes. If you are a patron, you're curious on, what year you started or what year your patron is, so you would know, you can send me a private message or reply to the post that's going to go live today. So the sale is going to go live Friday, so hopefully you watch this video on a Thursday. And hopefully it goes well. I think it's a fun thing. And I think between Lord of the Rings, Baldur's Gate, Commander Masters, what makes, I feel, something like this so historically unique and special is that, there was only a couple products that were deemed just the collapse and iconic for that bad time. And I feel Commander Legends 2 was the poster child of all that downturn and all that collapse, And I think it's also the poster child and the importance of holding on and seeing things recover and seeing a lot of prices uptick, the cards and the boxes go back up in price, is an incredibly historic learning lesson for everybody. And, for those of you stuck through it, I appreciate you guys being patrons and, watching this channel. And it was a lot of emotions flowed in those years. A lot of companies didn't make it, and a lot of companies overprinted. Some companies never adjusted, and they're not with us anymore, and they failed. And other companies did adjust, and they're still with us today. And a lot of people and patrons and viewers and customers and YouTubers and local card stores who were big into that last few years are never going to see this video, and they're never going to come back to this market. And, that's a tragedy, because I do feel the people who are watching this today and in the market and in CCGs and in the S&P 500 in 2024, I do think the rewards are going to be pretty substantial. from now and over the next 10 years. I do not think we are in for the end of days greatest recession of all time. I think it'll be volatile. We're going to have dips and crashes in the stock market and recoveries, and that's just how the stock market works. But coming off of the worst collectible, distorted era, the runway moving forward looks very attractive. The runway feels better. The over-leveraged speculators are all annihilated from being leveraged in debt and everything. They're all wiped out. Things feel more accurately priced today. They feel more organic. When people want a product, the price skyrockets. When people don't want a product and they reject it, the price stays flat. People are going back in the last 5-10 years and they're buying older products. Prices are recovering. Things are shifting. And, the market's trying to find that equilibrium. And it feels good. It feels more healthy, less manipulated, and more stable now than it has probably since pre-2020. So in the last 3, 4, 5 years, it feels better now than it has probably since 2019, an older era. That's what it reminds me of now. Yes, it's more expensive. Yes, we have serialized cards and specialty sets, but, Bloomburrow's on fire. Assassin's Creed was a huge success for Wizards. The company's doing very well. We got, Duskmorn, Final Fantasy coming, rumors of multiple, 1 of 1 serialized cards, 1 of 10s, 1s of 100s. The market is obsessed with serialized cards. Lord of the Rings is serialized posters. All that. Everything's been just doing really well. And I hope you all feel the same way. And again, if you guys are interested, there's a post going tonight. You can comment on it if you need information or help if you're a patron. Other than that, thank you all for sticking with Alpha Investments as we approach 10 years on YouTube. And thanks for watching the channels. Remember, folks, there's no sponsors. I get emails all the time to do ad reads and commercials in the middle of my videos, and I don't do any of that. This whole thing and everything is sponsored by you all just watching the channel and patrons being a patron, supporting me, sending me messages, or asking me financial questions, or buying a product from me, or just doing nothing, just saying what's up, home fries, corn fritter, waffle fries, cheese skillet. And that's cool too. So thanks. It's a very surreal life. It's you would think for someone who's done this long, you would think it would be kind of old news, and it's not. Like literally before I started filming this video, I just sat in this more secure location this is where all my collector boxes are. And I just sat here. And when I look around, you all see cardboard and just crap and heavy bags. The internet sees just dumbass Timmy stuff. I look at these things, and I remember what I went through during the release. I remember what happened during release. I remember back in the day what happened and what the market and what the attitude and how people felt during release. I remember losing my ass and things going to hell during release and everybody being angry, getting threats and patrons closing accounts, something to F off because they bought Dominaria Remastered and the whole fucking thing collapsed. I remember. So for you all, you may see heavy bags, a hoarder, and a nut job Rudy that sniffs cardboard, which may be true. Those are all facts. Can't deny. But I still see things like the beginning of an era where Hasbro overprinted and dumped it all on Amazon and invented the Amazon dump. And you know what's even crazier? The Amazon dump. October 6th, 2022. $84 a box. That's what I remember. And I hope you all share in this historical stuff in the cardboard world. Have a beautiful day, everybody. No penis today. All right, fine, penis today.